everyone, it's Monday. Welcome to step 12, Leo. Today is a net to 3 Sagittarius day. It's about expansion, adventure, and believing yourself. So today is such an expansive day. Welcome to Embody Your True Essence with me, Ikue. August 4th, 2025, in that highlight, like that peak of summer, I feel. How are you doing on this day? Today is a holiday in British Columbia, but I show up. I show up because it's Monday. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. How was your weekend? My weekend was really busy. I had some performance yesterday, and leading up to that, there was a lot of preparation. It's not just show up and perform. I actually was given this 45 segments, and I experienced this. It was such an amazing experience. It was for, corporate gig, and I was for corporation and stay professional, but also I had to MC and I have to dance and I have to MC in between. So it was like, it was trying to catch my breath, but it was such a cool experience. I will do that many times over to entertain and just to be myself. And yeah, holiday, Insta reward, happy holiday. Yes, in British Columbia. But yeah, I am busy. I have this Embody live, and then I have hands-on session. And if you guys are done, I have my Monday Instagram live. So yeah, it's like a regular day for me, but I'm very happy to be here. But how's your body leading up to, we're August 4th, definitely started to feel the effect of Lionsgate portal, which is August 8th. And I keep saying this because I feel something is coming, it's becoming, everything is amplified, and definitely trying to catch up with the balance of expansion and integration. So push and pull, because when we go outside, interact with so many people, I think we need that equal time to rewind and integrate, right? And yeah, because we are sensitive, whether we are sensitive or not, we're constantly feeling that energy from people, and there are so many things are happening right now, right? So it's very important for us to ground ourselves, come back to our own essence, and then even though sometimes you're feeling like that, but yeah, it's just, that's why fascial maneuvers help. That's why like all this essential oils help to ground ourselves, right? Yeah. Right side is heavy, stiff, out of the blue, heavy in chest area, not due to health, but generally. Yeah. I've been experiencing like a general exhaustion, and I take care of myself. I stretch, do fascial maneuvers, and I take hydrogen bath. It's just like, I love my bath time. And yeah, sometimes I woke up feeling exhausted, and I asked myself, did I move a lot of energy while I was sleeping? But without us knowing, sometimes we help others, right? Sometimes we are transmuting shadows, and those shadows could be someone else's. So I'm like, this morning I set the intention, it's not my mind to carry, like there are people's shadows are not mine to carry. I don't want to do shit. I only want to worry about myself and my energy, and my body is for joy. My life is for joy. And I think it's a constant reprogramming, rewriting the narrative that, because the body remembers the intensity, body remembers what our old programming, right? And as we are rewriting our narratives, and we don't do this no more, we, setting them new boundaries for ourselves as we raise our frequency, as we choosing ourselves, we raising our self-worth. So we know what to do. We know when to say yes. We know when to say no, right? And how you're describing right side is definitely the masculine side. So maybe when you normally feel the body is feeling the heaviness or sensation, I normally feeling a lot of here, right now. So I definitely chose the crown chakra oil. It's coming right up. But yeah, just masculine, heavy chest area. Yeah. Whew. I think sometimes we don't need to identify everything. We just need to move our body. So that's what we're gonna do quickly. Not sleeping, maybe 4 hours. Yeah, my sleep was very shallow for the last few days or so. Also to do with, like when you have your own rhythm and suddenly you need to wake up early the next morning or something like that, it's just extra pressure. And suddenly you forget how to sleep kind of thing. But yeah, my sleeping last night was good, except that I had to woke up like twice. It was weird to go pee. Definitely releasing that fear, bladder release. But it kind of makes sense because as much as I take care of myself, all emotions are so valid. And I was feeling some pressure and yeah, a little bit of anxiety around can I, can I execute? Because we all carry responsibility, events or organizing, facilitating. And once you're kind of done, okay, everything worked out. And then your body's like, whoo, we can release it now. But I like to say that I'm learning to, not to brace so much, not to grip and clench. Can we just enjoy whatever comes to our life, right? Instead of like, oh, can I do a good job on this, right? So that's something that I'm definitely learning. Yeah. Can I ask, is hydrogen water same as alkaline water or it's completely different? Confusion, hence asking hydrogen, alkaline, regular water. That's a great question, and I'm not too confident to answer them all. But alkaline water, you know how baking soda creates alkaline water, right? Alkaline water can basically, how do you say it? Dissolve. What's that word? Dissolve oil, right? So that's why baking soda is actually good to wash clothes. And also alkaline water, it's because of the pH balance. It's more on the alkaline. And when you drink it, it helps you digest and yeah, so it helps things to move inside. Now, alkaline water, when I first started this journey, I used to drink tap water, hence the regular water, have like all this acidic and arsenic and, glyphosate, all of that. But, and then I gifted myself, I like to use the word gifted myself, this brand called Santevia. And Santevia is a simple one. There's a tank and you put water in it, and there's a rocks that can kind of filter all the bad stuff and then make it alkaline. So, but that's the alkaline, but that's not the hydrogen water, right? Hydrogen water is the water that you need to use to make your water hydrogenated. And in order to make your water hydrogenated, you need to use filtered water. So no matter what, you can't just make any water hydrogenated. So the separate thing, it's kind of like infused hydrogen water, because hydrogen is H2 water, but it's still water. And what it does is, ooh, so noisy, it accelerates the absorption. So if your water is hydrogenated, your skin absorb the hydrogen and it go into like really deep inside and on a molecular level. So if your water is hydrogenated and that happen to have all kinds of, acidic, like glyphosate, pesticide, chlorine and all that stuff, your body will absorb it more. So make sure the hydrogen water is made from the filtered water, and so that's powerful. And hydrogen water particularly help you remove oxidative stress and reduce inflammation. So those are like the main thing. But yeah, it's H2 water expert. I'm gonna type it. You just have to talk to my friend H2 water expert because he is very attentive. Ask him questions because he can. Yeah, he's an expert. I am not. I'm just a consumer, but I have my lived experience and an honest review, and I can tell you that it's a real deal. Real deal. All those his products really changed my life and changed the mood because we are water, right? We don't want to be drinking bad stuff that influences our mood and influences our health. So those are very important. And water has memory. We can access to, we can access to ancient memory because this is our fascia, and fascia made of water and silica, and it's a bag of fluid and memory. I like to say that. So what kind of memory are we tapping into, right? There are all kinds of memory. We have lived many lives and we are going to live many lives afterwards, but also time is relevant. It's it's a crazy concept to understand, but I think that the soul is here to experience life. So yeah, water is everything. This is how we access to memories and we can recode ourselves. And fascia is reprogrammable. But when we reprogram it, we want to reprogram it in the purest form, right? So it's very important to clear our field by drinking clean water and clean food and clean emotions. All emotions are valid, but you just don't want to have a lot of distortions around it. That is basically our shadow aspect of ourselves, and the shadow and the distorted, and it's also come from us but also come from outside, right? So discernment, filtering out. Discernment and boundaries for me is literally that filter that we will have for, coffee filter or any filter, right? It's like a measure. Can you imagine when we know that fascia is the mesh and spider web? That's literally the filter, right? So are we filtering and discerning things through our fascia? And I think the answer is yes. Right? So filter needs to be cleansed, then constantly needs to be cleansed. How can we cleanse that? Well, when that filter gets blocked, and that's what we're seeing as fascia, then, sometimes maybe you just have to, because inside our body, underneath the skin, you gotta maybe just push and squeeze and pinch and and then breathe. So that's how I see my fascia. Yeah. But you can also connect with fascia like spiritually, psychically, energetically, just talking to your fascia, right? It's not just physical. So, but can you imagine if you focus physically but also energetically, all of that, and move as one? And because of your attention, because of your intention, it will move with you. It moves with you. And that's how I work with fascia. And if you work with someone or even take my class, and I'm not boasting, but I have moved my fascia in my entire body a lot. So if my fascia meets your fascia energetically or physically, it just accelerate, right? Because it's a resonance, right? I have my own frequency that tuning into this liquid crystal quartz, which is basically the fascia. So this is my fascia, becomes like a lighthouse and a power stone. This is the frequency we're gonna get to. So then people get anyone who resonated with that energy, and then we rise together. What a beautiful explanation. I heard a nice story on Instagram Reel. Two babies eyesight, mom's womb. One saying to the other, "It's so good here. We're taken care of. Best life. There's nothing better than this." Two babies, mom's womb. One saying to the other, like inside the womb, the other baby says, Nah, feel there more to this, like we don't know what's next after this life. That's really cute. Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, there's a reason why we forget our past life when we come out of this life, because we don't want to continue. We want to start from clean slate, but doesn't mean that we forget everything. So, stays in our subconscious. So, but it's nice to start with a clean slate, right? Yeah. Okay, let's cleanse ourselves. I pick 2 oils, sacred ritual and crown chakra oil, and then let's do a quick maneuver and to set the mood for the day. And sacred ritual, these are like from oil, essential oil wizardry, organic, vegan, energetically charged, and it's a wonderful oil. Rub your hands. Let's ground ourselves. Come back to yourself. Come home to our body, and just go around. I definitely feel a lot of tension in my head, but I feel like this tension is also showing me the expansion of my crown chakra. We're ready to receive higher realm and the frequency. So I pick crown chakra oil. We're getting ready for Lionsgate portal. Yeah. Okay, I'll share this. Maybe you may have some really fun experience from, moving fascia, but also spiritual experience that we go through in our life that you cannot explain, right? Okay, this is crown chakra, it's for everyone. And I was moving my fascia, doing fascia maneuvers last night, and I started to just sing a couple of different songs that just like I didn't even think, it just came out. And one of the songs I started to say, Agamanya, Lion King song just came out of nowhere from my mouth, and then I was singing like that was fun. Lions King, and we're in the Lionsgate portal, and that song came out, and then I was contemplating on that, and what came out was Lion King is a movie, you probably all seen it, and it's a story of redemption, right? You were exiled, and then and it came back. It's like, okay, bitch, I'm back, right? And then and then you rebuild the kingdom again. Anyways, you can interpret however you want with the Lion King, and those things. And another song that came out was one of the old J-pop, like Japanese pop song, and then I had a good cry listening to that song. It's so interesting how fascia stores memory like that, and depending on what you're going through, it just comes up as a song or a sensation, or could be a sound, right? There could be like a little sound that comes through your ear, or the taste in your mouth. I have experienced it all. Comes up your mouth, or sometimes your armpit, sometimes it comes from your chest. It's very interesting how we release. Let's do my favorite maneuver. Skin between your shoulder blades, pull the skin up and open your chest. Let's breathe your mouth. 2, 3, through your nose. 2, 3. Ooh, lots of heat came up. Give yourself a little shake. Let me know if you have any requests. We can quickly move fascia, but we do have Find Your Flow Instagram fascia maneuvers today, so it's coming. Angel twist, right palm, right temple, left palm, left temple. Take a deep breath out from the mouth. Twist the skin right side forward, left side backwards. Breathe your mouth. 2, 3. Through your nose. 2, 3. My eyes got brighter. 3 hands go into your jaw. Give yourself a little massage. Take a deep breath. After a mask, squeeze. Twist the skin right side forward, left side backwards. Breathe in. 2, 3. Through your nose. 2, 3. Shake it out. Let's do thyroid. Right hand from the bottom of your neck. Pull the skin up. Take your left hand. Elongate the spine from behind. Breathe your mouth. 2, 3. Through your nose. 2, 3. Repeat after me. I am speaking my truth. Even if it's awkward and uncomfortable for myself and others. I have a voice. I use it. I speak up. I speak out. My voice matters. And I no longer feel guilty about speaking up. I release the need. I release the fear to be judged, be silenced, be punished. I speak my truth with kindness, even when no one's understand. I understand myself, and that's enough. So I love my voice, and I always speak up. My eyes got brighter. I feel calmer. Okay, let me read the message for today. Today, August 4th, step 12, Leo, net to 3. So step 12, so day 13 of Leo season. Each zodiac season have 30 days. And today is, we start from step 0. So step 12 means technically day 13. Now, this step 12, 1 represent Leo energy, I love, and this 2 represent I feel. So I love, I feel, net to 3, and that 3 energy is Sagittarius energy, which is adventurous, expansive, and beliefs is about belief. You expand because you believe. So that's the vibe. Now, today, we enter Leo step 12, cosmic code of I love to represent, I feel, and therefore I believe. This is a Sagittarian day in Leo season, a fire on fire, ignition of truth, boldness, and embodied radiance. Net 3 says, when you feel authentically, did I say it right? Authentically. Sometimes I really need to question myself. I really need to second guess myself. When you feel authentically, you begin to believe unshakably. I love that. Let me say that again. It was a hard words to pronounce. When you feel authentically, you begin to believe unshakably. And from that belief, a new kind of leadership emerges. Not performative, but pure. You are not here to fake the light. You're here to flare it. You're not here to be accepted. You're here to be true. You're not here to represent others. You're here to represent essence. So as you move today, let your fascia speak. Let your emotions guide your faith. Let your belief become your baseline. I feel what's real. I believe what I embody. I represent the truth of me. And let's begin. So I'm going to paraphrase it. Today is basically the day to expand and believe. In order to expand and believe, just know that what you believe is what you become. And it doesn't matter what people say, what you believe is what matters. Because, you know, sometimes all the haters and people who underestimate you are there so that you can walk through your own fire and go through your ego death and just know that, you know what? I choose myself. I believe in myself. Even when I'm scared, I believe in myself. And that's enough. Because I realize that at the end of the day, it's all about loving, choosing yourself, no matter what people say, no matter what the world says. And by choosing to love yourself, you can come back to your body. You can come back to your essence, radically accepting yourself. And everything starts from there. And when you come home to your body and fully accepting yourself, even when you feel imperfect, even when you make a mistake, when you have like all of this life experience that crush you down, but just know that, you know what, I'm a good person, you know, I am worthy and I am enough, and I am going to choose myself. And when you do that, you come back to your essence, you come back to your home. And that's when you do that, and that will lead to regulating your nervous system. And as you know, when you regulate your nervous system, you're in your inner peace, you're peaceful. When you're peaceful, you are in this calling in energy, that's you become more magnetic. It's time for us to be that rather than going out expensive. I think we're also, let us explore the concept. Expansion can be like this, right? In our old programming, it's like a one-dimensional. Can we be more multi-dimensional? Start to think that expansion doesn't always have to be this. Expansion can be this, right? It's kind of like expansion. Think of like the bulb. This is your light. And expansion is, as a result, you're going to be like this. But as we do that, it's actually calling in, so that it's calling in. That type of energy. I like that. So there's at the end of it, it's not so much about this anymore, more in, right? In. With using that energy. Energy permeates everywhere, in every direction, every angle. And I'm a dancer, I'm a mover, so I like to explore this concept in using my body. And I want to sneeze. Just good. Oh, think of like line consciousness, line geometry, diagonal, like that line, but also there's a space in the back as well. But also you can explore the circle consciousness, right? And that's a concept that I literally play when I dance, like circle. And then there's a circle in the back. And I think I just read this, I just watched this reel in the morning about how people are talking about Earth is showing where your consciousness is. And they're talking about the level of consciousness. And based on the level of consciousness, you will perceive Earth as that. So for some people, you perceive Earth as a circle. And for some level of consciousness, people perceive Earth as flat. And for some level of consciousness, people perceive Earth as Merkaba. And so I found that that's very interesting. Everything exists at the same time. And it's in here that perceives everything. And it will see the world as it is. But as it is as you are perceiving. So let us work on this perceptional mindset, which is our fascia. So that's why I love working through this physical fascia, but energetic fascia. And as we do that, is we are literally transforming and rewriting this fascia that is bioelectric and biomagnet And photonic is perceives light, right? Clean this fascia, clean our energy, emotion that's stuck in our fascia, that it's very hard for fascia to, filter it out because it has been stagnant and it's sticky, right? So let's move this fascia so that we can filter, clean light, clean everything. So, I think it's like I'm talking about something new concept. It's something in there I'm excited to explore. Yeah, I like that. Okay, let's finish with the heart. Ooh, smacked my microphone. Right hand on your heart, left hand on the top of your head. Energy circulate through your heart and the brain. And let's set some powerful intention for the day. Breathe your mouth. 2, 3. Your nose. 2, 3. Repeat after me. Hello brain. Hello mind. Hello ego. Hello inner child. Hello body. Hello fascia. Hello heart. Hello all parts of myself. Thank you for working together in harmony. I love our harmonious, loving, kind, respectful, smart, efficient collaboration. We're not at war inside. There's a lot of inner peace that is unshakable and unbreakable. I feel safe in my body. I feel safe in my being. Let's place our heart in the center. We feel safe because we are aligned with our heart desire. So let us stay in our heart as always. Hello heart, you're the lighthouse. I'm following you. I trust you. I feel safe because I am aligned with my heart. I am safe in my being because I trust. And I feel protected because I trust the unknown. I am guided even when I don't feel seen because I am enough, because my presence is enough, my essence is enough, there's nothing to prove. It's my birthright to feel safe, enough, and worthy. My body moves with ease and joy, and I feel very peaceful. I am confident, I'm joyful, I'm ready to expand because I know what I believe is what I become. And feel your body. That was fun. I feel good. Thank you guys for being here. And if you're just joining or whether you're watching the recording, I appreciate you. There's something that resonates, something that you have resonate with my essence. So take what resonate with you, and I really appreciate you being here. And if you're interested, I'm teaching Fascial Maneuvers class on Instagram Live on Human Garage, and also this Ikue dancer account later on today at 4 p.m. PST. So check it out. If you can attend live, I'll be posting a recording on my YouTube. And thank you guys for being here. Really appreciate you. Otherwise, have a great Monday. And I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.